I've been in the hospital, and every time I close my eyes, I imagine you sitting beside me, holding my hand like you once did without hesitation. I've been in the hospital, and it hurts to realize how many people only show concern when they feel guilty, not because they truly care. I've been in the hospital, and somehow the pain in my body feels lighter than the pain of knowing you didn't check on me once. I've been in the hospital, and nights feel endless when the person who used to comfort you is now a stranger. I've been in the hospital, and these walls have heard more of my secrets than I ever shared with the people I loved. I've been in the hospital, and every slow breath reminds me that life is too short to stay silent about how you feel. I've been in the hospital, and I realized how dangerous it is to give your heart to someone who only shows up when it's convenient. I've been in the hospital, and even the strongest person breaks a little when the right person stays distant. I've been in the hospital, and each day I wonder if you even noticed my absence, or if your life kept moving without a pause. I've been in the hospital, and I'm learning that healing requires peace, not people who drain your spirit. I've been in the hospital, and the loneliness here echoes every time I remember how close we used to be. I've been in the hospital, and the silence between us feels louder than the monitors surrounding me. I've been in the hospital, and I finally understood that the people you expect the most from often give the least. I've been in the hospital, and somehow the fear of losing you still hurts worse than any diagnosis I've heard. I've been in the hospital, and every moment of pain makes me question why I ever allowed myself to love so deeply. I've been in the hospital, and I keep hoping you'll message me, not out of obligation, but out of genuine care. I've been in the hospital, and I've learned that people who truly love you don't need reminders to show up. I've been in the hospital, and now I understand that emotional abandonment hurts more than physical illness. I've been in the hospital, and it's painful that the person I wanted to tell everything to is the same person who isn't here. I've been in the hospital, and I realized the biggest lie I ever believed was thinking you'd never leave me. I've been in the hospital, and this place has taught me that transparency is rare. People hide behind excuses instead of honesty. I've been in the hospital, and even the nurses can see the sadness I try to hide whenever someone mentions love. I've been in the hospital, and I can feel my body healing while my heart tries to catch up. I've been in the hospital, and somehow all the pain brought me clarity about who truly values my presence. I've been in the hospital, and every time the door opens, I secretly wish it was you walking in. I've been in the hospital, and the hardest part isn't the treatment. It's realizing who never cared enough to stay. I've been in the hospital, and now I know that love should show up in your darkest moments, not on your brightest days. I've been in the hospital, and it's heartbreaking how quickly people forget you when you're no longer useful to them. I've been in the hospital, and every minute shows me how much stress my heart carried long before my body gave up. I've been in the hospital, and the truth is, I miss the version of you who made me feel safe without trying. I've been in the hospital, and healing feels heavier when the person you need the most is the one you can't reach. I've been in the hospital, and it hurts knowing I would have dropped everything for you. But you didn't do the same. I've been in the hospital, and I'm learning to accept that not everyone who loves you knows how to show it. I've been in the hospital, and sometimes I wonder if you'd care more if you knew how scared I really am. I've been in the hospital, and it's shocking how pain forces you to reevaluate every relationship you ever trusted. I've been in the hospital, and the toughest battle isn't against the illness, it's against the emotions I pretend don't exist. I've been in the hospital, and now I understand why people say check on your strong friends. We hide more than we admit. I've been in the hospital, and I realized how much strength I wasted fighting for people who didn't deserve me. I've been in the hospital, and the silence from you hurts deeper than any needle or surgery ever could. I've been in the hospital, and it scares me how easily people move on while you're still fighting to stay alive. I've been in the hospital, and somewhere between the pain and the waiting, I learned to love myself again. I've been in the hospital, and every hour reminds me that life is fragile, relationships are fragile, and feelings are unpredictable. I've been in the hospital, and I realized my biggest fear isn't dying, it's being forgotten. I've been in the hospital, and all I can think about is how fragile life becomes when the people you love aren't standing beside you. I've been in the hospital, and the silence here has a way of showing you who actually cares and who was only pretending. I've been in the hospital, and every beep of the machines reminds me how much I took normal days for granted. I've been in the hospital, and suddenly the smallest things, your voice, your touch, your breath, feel like miracles I never cherished enough. I've been in the hospital, and it's strange how being close to pain makes you realize which people bring you comfort and which ones bring you nothing. I've been in the hospital, lying awake at night, replaying every moment I should have apologized, forgiven, or loved harder. I've been in the hospital, and now I understand. The body heals with medicine, but the heart heals with the right person. I've been in the hospital, and it's shocking how quickly life forces you to slow down when you've been running from your emotions. I've been in the hospital, and I've learned that the people who check on you without being asked are the ones who belong in your future. I've been in the hospital, and suddenly all the arguments seem pointless, and all the love I didn't express feels heavy. I've been in the hospital, and I realized that healing is not just physical, it's emotional, spiritual, and painfully honest. I've been in the hospital, and every minute here makes me wish I had held you longer on the days I thought we had time. I've been in the hospital, and this bed has forced me to confront my fears, my regrets, and the truth I avoided. I miss you. I've been in the hospital, and it's heartbreaking how the people you expected to show up stay silent, while strangers show more kindness. I've been in the hospital, and the walls have heard more of my thoughts than any human ever has. I've been in the hospital, and nothing humbles you faster than seeing your body fail, but still craving emotional connection. I've been in the hospital, and I realized how much strength it takes to pretend you're okay when you're barely holding on. I've been in the hospital, and the nights feel colder without the warmth of your voice comforting me like it used to. I've been in the hospital, and somewhere between fear and healing, I found deeper appreciation for the people I once took for granted. I've been in the hospital, and now I know the people who ask, "How are you feeling?" are rare. but the ones who mean it are priceless. I've been in the hospital, and I've witnessed how pain strips away ego, leaving only truth behind. I've been in the hospital, and I catch myself imagining you walking through the door, even though I know you won't. I've been in the hospital, and my thoughts keep circling around the love I wanted to give you, but never said out loud. I've been in the hospital, and I finally understand the value of peace, because chaos feels heavier when your body is weak. I've been in the hospital, and every hour here teaches me how valuable it is to have someone who genuinely worries about you. I've been in the hospital, and healing feels impossible without emotional comfort. Even the strongest person needs reassurance. I've been in the hospital, and I'm learning that the people you hurt the least are often the ones who hurt when you're in pain. I've been in the hospital, and it's sad how many people only remember you when they need something, not when you need them. I've been in the hospital, and I keep thinking about the moments I wasted on people who never deserved my energy. I've been in the hospital, and now I know that life is short. But losing the right person makes it feel even shorter. I've been in the hospital, and my body is tired. But my heart is even more exhausted from carrying unspoken emotions. I've been in the hospital, and now I understand how loneliness hits differently when your body is too weak to fight it. I've been in the hospital, and somehow pain has a way of reminding you who you truly needed all along. I've been in the hospital, and I can't decide what hurts more, the needles or the memories. I've been in the hospital, and I've realized that the person who checks on you without fail is the one worth keeping forever. I've been in the hospital, and my biggest regret is waiting for the right moment to express how much you meant to me. I've been in the hospital, and life suddenly feels simpler, love more meaningful, time more precious, and people more revealing. I've been in the hospital, and every day feels like a second chance I'm trying not to waste again. I've been in the hospital, and I can't help but replay every conversation that ended too soon, every hug I cut short. I've been in the hospital, and now I feel the weight of every emotion I kept buried under distractions.